Now this question came in 2008 and it is also a relatively easy question. The equilibrium constants Kp1 and Kp2 for the reactions X is giving Y, right? X is giving 2Y, sorry, and Z is giving P plus Q, right? For this it is Kp2, for this reaction is Kp1, and it is given that Kp1 by Kp2 is equals to 1 upon 9, right? Now this is given. If the degree of dissociation of X and Z be equal, then the ratio of the total pressures at these equilibria is, if let us suppose the degree of dissociation is alpha for both, so it will be what, 1 minus alpha, it will be what, 2 alpha, and it will be 1 minus alpha, it will be alpha alpha, right? So that means Kp1 will be given by what, 2 alpha whole square divided by of total moles is what, it is 1 plus alpha, and what are the total moles over here, it is also 1 plus alpha, divide by of 1 plus alpha into P square, basically, because Kp is what, basically the partial pressure of Y and the partial divided by partial pressure of X. So this is the partial pressure of Y, and what is the partial pressure of X? That will be 1 minus alpha divided by 1 plus alpha into P1, right? As is P1, right? And for Kp2 it will be what, alpha divided by 1 plus alpha into P. This is for partial pressure of P. Now what is the partial pressure of Q? It will be alpha upon 1 plus alpha into P. Now what is the partial pressure of Z? 1 minus alpha divided by 1 plus alpha into P, right? So if I divide these two equations, that means Kp by, if I put these two values in this equation, basically, right? If I put these values in these equations, what will I get? It will be basically, denominators will this is P2, this is also P2, this is also P2. So P2 will cancel out from here, over here, and this power will go. So if I divide these two, the denominators will cancel out. So that means Kp1 by Kp2 will be given by what? 2 alpha divided by 1 plus alpha whole square divided by of its numerator into P1, it's divided by its numerator, which will be alpha square divided by 1 plus alpha whole square into P2, right? So I can cancel out this thing also and alpha also, right? So this will be equal to what? 4P1 divided by P2 will be equal to what? 1 upon 9, right? What is the ratio of the partial pressure? That means total pressure. So that means we have to calculate the value of P1 by P2. This will be what? 1 upon 36. So that means option A is correct.